face appears, a new land to explore. A new face is revealed, and with it, new destinations are discovered.
The Mask of the Swamps. To wear it, you must be proud, love thyself, but do not allow vanity to take root. Already your power is growing.
The Burlab Swamp, home to some of the rarest components, the most secret masks. It was so beautiful here once, but a foulness has taken root here, somehow. Twisted roots from the flintbriar tree, poisonous of course, but they're also used for medicines as well as masks. See the basket at his feet. This one wears the mask of a gatherer. The roots on the top of his mask are there to scare predators which once lurked in the swamps. Simple but effective. As you see, the power of the Maskmaker is very useful. A king must survey his realm, after all, especially since I first retreated to my castle and the bridges began to crumble, their bodies to grow still. I've seen this basket before. Anyway, this will come in handy. That building there, that looks promising. An alchemist. They harvested the various poisonous products of the swamp for potion making. You'll need iron grass shoots to make this mask. My swamp-dwelling subjects, the inhabitants of these swamps, were masters at creating dyes and medicines from the noxious effluvia of the swamp. They even traded with the people of the forest above. But their time is long past. A shoot of iron grass, essential for masks of the forest and swamp, and it adds a little note of freshness besides.
Does not conceal. It is an open window. It reveals. It transforms. The stink of corruption. A vast parasitic fungus took root in these swamps long ago, and now it has spread more even than I realized. Still, overcoming challenges is what apprenticeship is all about. Notes from the surgeons. My old master's sickness grew slowly, so slowly that I barely noticed. Perhaps he masked it from me out of care. Love, even. But I was not ready when the mask fell.
Follow my gestures and come to the tower. Find the truth.
What was that? Oh, the statue is awakened? Well, maybe you are able to enter the towers then. Yes, hurry. Go find the 3 fragments of the ancient master's mask. They're scattered in the towers. Another of the elders' statues. Always been dormant, useless for me. We need something to help clear a path through the swamps. Let's get to work, potion maker.
The potion is some kind of fungicide. Have you looked at the recipe? Ugh, that smell brings back memories. Of course, I always mixed all my potions correctly the first time. Quickly, apprentice, try again. Smells like a bit of a mishmash, but I think this will be effective on the fungus. Now we can breathe a little. Was this one a gatherer too? I don't remember anymore. My poor loyal subjects.
It's time to expand your mask making. The masks always demand more from us.
A theatre announcement. My old master did speciality work for the traveling players who had come to town, but he never allowed me to see their shows. He said their magic was different to ours. Well, naturally, I snuck out to see, but hiding among the ropes backstage, I could only see the sweat and the wig strings, not the masked performance. Not until I saw the actors emerge afterwards and greet the audience did I understand. Their masks were worn beneath the skin, and they never took them off. Don't worry if you put the fungicide down somewhere and lose it. Another will appear back at the potion mixing bench. Lost the fungicide bottle? Don't worry, there should be another back where you first mixed the potion. Phragmites australis. Don't be fooled. This humble reed, basis of many great designs, is also one of the most invasive and aggressive plants in the realm.
You are in the service of the mask. The riddle is to know what the mask expects from you at the moment you wear it.
Go back to where you first made the fungicide. There will be more. Look how it has sucked the life from this tree. Ah, there's one less fungus. A good start. Timber! You've beaten back the parasitic growth. It was so beautiful here, and then the spores of corruption began to thrive on all that beauty. Ah, I feel lighter, don't you? The most precious ingredient the swamp has to offer. This fragile lily-crowned flower. It seems that such beauty can only thrive here, in this hostile environment. Remind you of anyone? At last, you can create the mask of the Tower Guardian. They're just a dummy, like all the rest. There's nothing special about them anymore. A beautiful mask. This is, or was, a Tower Guardian. The towers are silent now, of course, but the locals always reserved the most elaborate masks for their guardians. Of course it lacks true mastery, true craftsmanship.
This was a guardian of the swamps before the corruption. You can use the same base mask each time. You don't need to carve a new one. It's on the workbench.
Be careful. A mask always asks more questions than it answers.
That blasted tower. When I first came to this realm, there was a power here already. Old and frightened, it clung to the past, it clung to its power, and refused to share. I am unable to enter these. But then, well, that's what apprentices. Good. The tower allows you in. Faithful apprentice. Once in there, I cannot follow. Ascend the tower for me. Find the fragment of the Master's mask, and ignore everything else. Got it?
It is good to see you again. The so-called king has his apprentice, eh? Remember, you are wearing other faces, but your path is your own to choose. Already you can tell that all is not what it seems, right? These towers once linked the realm. I can't promise you will like what I have to show you, apprentice. But I will not lie to you. In some ways, this place is the most dangerous in the kingdom. Because here, you must deny vanity. The king wants to keep you a faithful disciple and follow his footsteps. But you have more potential than he will tell you. So, there. You will no longer need to return to the workshop to choose a new mask. You can now change mask on the spot. Take up a mask and try borrowing into these two guardians to discover what you can do. Good. Now, borrow into the other. Good. Now, ascend the tower. So, tell me everything about yourself. Oh, of course, you're in one of the, locals. Do not worry. They are empty automata, wood animated by the magic of this place. An ingenious way to allow you to access this realm when we thought it was cut off completely. Watch out for splinters, though. There you are. I can't see your true shape, but then I am not myself either. I am Neo, Mask of the Swamps. Mine is the first secret law of Carnival. Be proud, love thyself, but do not allow vanity to take root, lest you lose yourself in the masquerade. You met my siblings and I, poor fragments. But here, at last, we can speak as we once were. We will not harm you, whatever the king has told you. Or maybe he prefers to keep us secret these days. He has tried to paint over all trace of his story. But even if you change a story's mask, the story stays the same, unlike people. You must remember a story you heard long ago in a distant place, a mask shop. Remember that you are not just a wooden dummy standing where he has put you. Remember, you are more than the mask. Now, get close to me and take off my mask. You will discover the truth.
So the master had his apprentice. The nameless boy grew up amid the paint pots and false faces of the mask shop. The boy learned fast, and he was gifted at the old techniques, tying feathers and mixing pigment and shaping wood. The master told the boy tales of the magical lands he had traveled through, searching for inspiration and components for his masks. Bright islands, deep forests, and high peaks. The boy dreamed of exploring these places for himself, discovering things the master had missed, and always his master promised, soon, when you are ready. The old master taught him the 3 secret laws of Carnival. The 3 laws which keep those who would create new faces from becoming lost in masquerade. Firstly, you must love thyself and deny vanity. Second, know thyself to escape oblivion. And third, be open and tolerant to defy isolation. But it seemed that for every wondrous story of the Maskmaker's craft, there was another rule the boy had to learn. Another rule that showed he was still not yet ready. The Maskmaker kept his secrets. He would not allow the boy to read his ancient blueprints, handed down from Maskmaker to Maskmaker, and the boy could never enter the master's secret workshop, where he created his finest masks. For it is dangerous to make new faces when you do not yet know your own. Frustrated with rules and riddles, the boy would run away pockets full, searching for what lay beneath his own mask.
You begin to see. The mask begins to slip. Reach the other 2 towers. Speak to my siblings. Learn the truth. And do not trust the king.